Hello, and welcome to the William Street Swap Shop. It's a wonderful Wednesday. My name is Zach. Not joining me today is Matt, my co-host. He does not participate on Wednesdays for reasons that we've talked about in the past. I feel like we've handled that and we don't need to discuss it. But Matt, as I just saw someone mention in chat, Matt will sue if we swap items on Wednesdays when he's not here. It's in our contracts that we have to be in the same room present to swap items. So if you would like to email items, you still can do it. Email us your items at williams.swap@gmail.com, but I won't be looking at them or talking about them. They will be appearing below me on the screen going across. You can look at them. And you can also look at williamstreetswapshop.biz, our website that has all the items available for swapping. I will be welcoming you, though, to give me a call, 413-961-4263, and our very important guest. We're going to discuss a lot of great things today, and we're going to be doing a really fun activity that I've not done on the show before, and I've rarely done in real life. So I'm about to learn a lot of new things today, and I'm ready to go on this adventure. And if you're ready to have a wonderful Wednesday, jump right in and come in with me. We're going to do it together. And if you haven't noticed, I have shaved yesterday. Matt and I both had lice in our beards, and we had to get rid of them. So moving on from there, I would like to welcome my guest, first time to the show, but not first time in the studios, Sally Skinner.
Hi, Zach.
Hi, Sally.
How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. I love the energy you're bringing. It's going to make me have a lot of energy.
I love the energy you're bringing.
Thank you. I usually try and go low.
No, I love
slow, but now I'm ready to go.
No, you can be as low and slow as you want.
Great.
And I'll just bask in it.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you've been working here about as long as I have. I found out last week.
Mm-hmm.
Before you worked on Stupid Morning, and I don't want to say the curse word, BS.
Yes.
What did you do before in that role?
I worked in marketing.
Okay.
Yes, I was keeper of the swag.
That's right.
I did some Facebooking, and I got to go to a bunch of cool things like Comic-Cons and live events. It was pretty sweet. It was
cool.
a sweet gig.
That is sweet. And how are you doing today? I'm sorry I didn't ask that.
I'm doing great. It's
Good.
Wednesday. We're on the eve of the best day of the week.
That's right.
Which is Thursday.
How was your show earlier today? Did you get it?
It went really well.
Good.
Jonathan busted a coconut.
Oh, great. I just learned did you get the coconut milk and eat the coconut afterwards?
I made Jonathan eat the coconut.
Okay. They're good. They're very delicious.
He was not as thrilled, but I have one extra, so maybe I'll bring it to you and you can make it into a lovely beverage for yourself.
That would be great. Thank you. Real quick before we actually get in, the wonderful thing about Wednesdays are we swap stories on the Swap Shop. We swap ideas, things that are not items with guests.
Mm-hmm.
And here a quick story about a coconut is over the weekend, the first time I ever saw someone hack a coconut with a machete.
This weekend?
Yes, over the weekend. And I saw them knock the top off. You have to just keep hack it away. And then finally they got you get the shell off, and then they hacked it, and then the milk came out, or the water, I guess, coconut water. And you pour it into a glass, it's tasty, and then you eat the coconut, you bite it.
Yeah. The universe is so weird because in the past week, you and I both had our very first coconut splitting adventure.
So today was your first?
I've never seen it in real life.
Right.
IRL.
Well, they don't grow in Georgia,
That's
so it's
true.
uncommon.
That's true.
Yeah, and it's very interesting to watch. And coconut, it's great. You can make a lot of things with coconut.
Yes, you can.
I used to not be a big fan of artificially flavored coconut, but I found out I like regular flavored coconut.
I do not like artificially flavored coconut either, but I do like coconut oil.
See, coconut oil is great to make with grilled cheese sandwiches. It's great to use for rice or baking.
It's great to rub it on your legs.
It's great for
after you shave.
For your body.
Yeah,
right.
You should try some.
On my face.
Yeah, luxurious.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And also, it's great to make ice cream with. We made ice cream.
I
made ice cream over the weekend as well. We grinded up the coconut in a blender.
Yeah.
It was just almost a liquid, and then we poured it into a drainer, like the kind you use when you put pasta in, and it got rid of all the excess coconut.
Yeah.
But then the rest was just a solid liquid. Or not solid, but liquid.
Solid liquid.
Solid liquid.
Yeah.
We poured it into baggies, and we froze the baggies in a fridge, and I ate one last night.
And that was ice cream.
It was ice cream. I got my hands a little sticky. Yes, we added sugar. It was done by my girlfriend's mother, who's from Honduras. So she made it and took care of that, and it was a nice treat. Eating ice cream out of a Ziploc bag was the best highlight of my evening last night.
You could cut the corner of the Ziploc bag and then
Right. But my problem with ice cream and treats and sweets in general, and then we'll get into that later today, is I make a big mess.
Oh, yes,
A
indeed.
huge mess. I'm always, last night the coconut, after I was eating it, was frozen, so I let it thaw out a bit. It just started dripping out of the bag. Got all over my hands, on my couch. My dog was licking my couch. It was just a big embarrassment. Got on my shirt. I looked like a child.
Really?
Yes. And anytime I eat a treat or sweet, it gets on my face, it gets on my arms, it drips on my shirt. I have to wear dark colored shirts. People think when I wear dark colored shirts, I want to be, mysterious.
Yeah.
No, it's because it hides the stains from my food better.
All right. Well, maybe I should remember that in the future.
But I love to eat snacks and treats, so that's something, especially it's getting hot outside. Freeze pops, I love those.
Popsicles?
Popsicles, yes. The long plastic kind you put in your freezer.
25 cents each?
Yes.
Frappuccinos?
Those are the best. Those are the best. The real
Yeah.
treats. The real treats.
I agree.
Hot Saucer Man in our chat on adultswim.com says, my mom swears by coconut oil. She started using it while she was doing chemo. Puts it in basically everything she cooks.
That's awesome.
So it is a really great coconut oil. And
I've heard it's healthier than olive oil, too. I've heard
Really?
olive oil is not healthy once heat is applied.
Wow. How come?
I don't know, but Will from marketing told me, and he's very smart,
Wow.
and I believe him.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So coconut, if you were to rank coconuts versus olives, coconuts would win.
Well, yeah, I'm not an olive fan regardless.
Right. So coconuts are very healthy. We should make hopefully more coconuts. We should start bringing them around. Palm trees. How could we? I see them in Atlanta every now and then, and maybe we should make a little bit more.
Well, the planet's getting warmer,
That's right.
so I feel like 20 years from now there will be a palm tree on every block.
And that's, we don't want the planet to get warmer, but if that's
Yeah.
one of the positive, I guess, changes of it that we could take.
I feel like we're only experiencing the benefits now, and 10 years from now we're going to be like, remember when we enjoyed this?
Right. And I try and look at the positive in everything.
Yeah.
That's one, I guess. But coconut oil you can get from coconuts in Florida or from Central America or from anywhere that has a hot tropical climate.
The coconut Jonathan busted today was from Mexico.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, I'd love to have a coconut, and if you give it to me, I'll make a promise that I'll record a video on my smartphone
Yeah?
of me breaking it open and drinking the juice out of
Well,
it.
be careful what you promise, because I got one at my desk with your name
Okay.
on it.
It'll be perfect. I'll do that, and we'll post it to all of our social media.
Oh my gosh, how great.
That would be wonderful.
It's like a symbiotic swap.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's a deal.
What's inside of this coconut? I'll shake it. Come on out.
Yeah.
They say palm trees are a grass. Avocado oil is good too, though.
Ooh, avocado oil I have never had.
I didn't know avocados could make oil.
No, I think anything can make oil if you squeeze it
Really?
enough. Emu oil.
Emu oil.
Have you heard of emu oil?
No. Do they squeeze the bird?
Where was I driving? Yeah, I don't know. I was driving to Dothan, Alabama for a wedding, and there were all of these signs that's like, turn here, exit now for emu oil. And it was like, improve your hair and your teeth.
Wow.
Emu oil.
What about human oil? Because humans, we leak oil. I know I sweat.
Yeah,
Sometimes
on
it's
my nose right now, yeah. I see some oil. I don't know if that would be beneficial.
Right.
But that is an interesting thing to think about. Because when you think about it, we fry in all of these various oils.
Right. We are healthy. If you're really healthy, I guess
Yeah.
you would emit a great oil. But if you're somebody who doesn't eat a lot of healthy foods, then your oil is not as
Pure.
pure. Yeah.
Might just be like grease, though. But think about that. If you found an incredibly oily person, you could milk them
Right.
for their
Oil them
oil
out.
and then like grilled cheese in them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would be that would be a real treat.
Or you could just find an oily person and take your sandwich and rub it on their face and then grill it.
I wonder if it's been done before yet. If someone has a YouTube video of that happening.
If they do, I want to see it.
And that's maybe something I should. That's the thing. Another great thing about Wonderful Wednesday is we always come across stories that I never thought we would talk about. I have
That's
a list of
life.
questions I put together. I'm like, this is what we're going to talk about. Stick with the show. But then we talk about this, and it's my favorite thing.
I agree, Zach.
Thank you. And what are some other hobbies you enjoy besides working?
Working?
I mean, everybody
well,
likes
working
to
is
work
my
here,
favorite hobby.
Right? That's your favorite hobby. My favorite hobby is to host a swap shop.
Yeah.
But outside of that, what are some hobbies you enjoy?
In addition to baking, I like running a lot.
Okay.
I've been getting into sewing lately, which is exciting.
Do you enjoy embroidery or just more sewing, like patches on?
Straight up sewing.
Okay.
I do a lot of reading. The last book I read, I finished Andy Cohen's book last week. as per recommended by Matt Harrigan,
Oh wow.
secret Bravo fan.
Was it good?
It was great.
It was great.
I
Is
loved
it comedy or is it more of
It's
a
kind of a
serious-
memoir
Okay.
about his life.
Okay.
But I'm a Real Housewives fanatic.
Real Housewives.
Yeah.
Which one's been the best season? Atlanta or
Probably
New York.
Orange County.
Orange County?
Yeah, you can't OG, you know?
That's right.
They're the ones that started it all.
Got to keep an eye out on the Housewives of OC.
Yes.
That's
The
great.
gated community. Yeah, but now that I see all my hobbies, I feel like a super boring person. You know what I like to do, Zach?
What's that?
I like to eat at fancy restaurants in Atlanta.
I like to do that too.
Yeah.
I love to. I walk in and I say, "What?" I look and I order the main food. And I say, "You know what? Let's get an appetizer.
Oh,
Let's maybe
yeah.
get 2 if I'm feeling
Yeah.
ready for it."
Depending on the restaurant. Like we went to St. Cecilia last week for my husband's birthday.
Right.
And we just went out. We were like 3 appetizers and a salad, 2 entrees.
Ooh, yeah.
And then we dropped the B word, the birthday word, and they
Yeah.
brought us free dessert.
Oh, what kind of dessert?
Like little ice creams and little limoncellos.
Oh,
And at that point, I had 2 cocktails and a limoncello, and I was drunk.
ready. That's all I need. 2 drinks, and I know people. I don't drink a lot, but 2 drinks, I'm done.
Oh yeah,
I'm
3
you
sheets to the
Can't
wind.
drive, can't do anything, can't walk.
Well, we
Carry me out.
Uber everywhere.
Right. Well, there you go. That's great.
Uber
That-
everywhere.
That can be a hobby, just riding in
You
a
know-
ride share and getting to know the people who drive.
That's a great idea. And if I had an unlimited amount of money,
Just ride Uber every day to work, back to work, find friends.
it depends. Because if I was doing it for fun, I'd be into it. But sometimes when I have to take an Uber, I'm like, you know what? Now is not the time for chit chat.
That's
Uber
right.
driver.
I'm focused. I
Yeah.
need to worry about what's on my phone or what's on my mind. I don't want to talk about your startup or your. I've had
Yeah.
that happen a few times.
Yeah, no, that happens to me quite a bit. And sometimes I want to talk to them though, because
Right.
sometimes they're like, my other job is a correctional officer in a maximum security prison.
Right.
To which I say, do go on, sir.
They have this story to tell,
Yeah,
which is
totally.
what we're doing. We have our normal shows that we work on respectively, but today we're sharing stories about outside of our shows.
Absolutely. About our
That's-
life.
yeah,
We're real
yes.
people, Zach.
Hey, I'm a human with human oil. You can see it on the tip of my nose. I have blackheads on my nose. I don't know if you can see it, but I've had them picked at and poked at by
By you?
not by me, but by other people close to me in my life. They say, "Oh yeah, what is this on your nose?" They get close and it hurts.
Hurts here,
Yeah,
and it hurts
it
here.
hurts the heart. It's like you're causing me pain.
Well, you know what you should try?
What's
You
that?
should try this on your show. A Biore pore strip.
I've looked into those. I've seen the YouTube videos. of
Yeah.
people.
Oh my God, it's disgusting when you pull them up. Can I Google it on my phone so
Yeah,
you can see?
absolutely. Make
Because
yourself at home. We're
it's-
just relaxing.
It's disgusting, but it's weirdly intriguing. Biore strip.
So a few of the folks in our streaming chat are asking, would you swap one of your items that you've sewn?
Yes. Yes, I
Okay.
would.
Do you have any items that
Uh,
maybe in the coming weeks you could?
yeah. I'll make a cat pillow.
Wonderful.
Okay, please look at this.
Oh,
I don't know how we would be able to let the other people at home know,
this
but
is
it's
those-
horrifying.
Right.
Maybe
Now-
I'll swap a Biore pore strip.
Now I want to get my blackheads removed because I feel like I have bad things inside of my nose.
Isn't that horrifying? It looks like
That's in
tiny
HD.
little aliens.
off of a YouTube video?
Yeah, that's a pretty good. I got 93% battery life.
Oh
I
yeah.
got 4 out of 5.
T-Mobile, good Wi-Fi. Your Wi-Fi is strong.
I'm the only person on T-Mobile, and that's why my Wi-Fi is so strong.
We're proof 1:14 p.m. that we are live,
Yeah, we have.
and it is 1:14 p.m. on my computer, and it looks like it's 1:14 p.m. in the chat. And at 1:14 p.m. I was going to ask you this. You said you have a husband. It's known.
It is known.
And for me, if I were to ever, I always wonder, I'm a romantic, I always think, how can I, for anniversaries, I'm always celebrating. What can I do to make it great this year? What can I do on my end? And I thought, okay, if I were to ever ask for the person I love to marry me, someday
Matt.
in the future. Matt?
Yeah.
If I asked Matt, how did your husband propose, or how did, tell that story.
Well,
and
I
maybe I'll
will.
get inspired.
It's a wonderful story.
I would love to hear it.
So it was March 14th.
Okay. Not too long ago.
No, March 14th, 2015.
Okay, just over a year ago.
Yeah, and the whole day was perfect because he cleaned the house the day before.
Okay.
So it was just one of those days where everything was going really well, which is amazing. Like, I took a nap, which I
Right.
never do, but I was just so relaxed. And he had made up this elaborate plot, like, oh, we're going to dinner tonight. Get really fancy. It's a fancy dinner.
So did you think at this time like anything was up, or were you just?
Well, I had no idea anything was up because I was like, can't do fancy dinner. I got dinner with my friend Kelly.
Oh.
And then my friend Kelly was like, she canceled on me, which is rare. It's not very like Kelly. So I was like, okay, I guess we can do fancy dinner. So I wake up from my nap and I get all pretty. And here's where it gets real good. So we're on our way out to hop in our Uber to take us to the restaurant. And this was back when Haney was still smoking cigarettes.
Okay.
So he was smoking his cigarette before he goes. Little as I know, it was because he was so nervous. And then, so I went out there to join him. And I looked up at the roof of our building and I said, I can't believe I've never been on the roof of this building. We've lived here for like 3.5 years and I've never been up to the roof.
And you can go on the roof.
Yeah, well, you can't, but people do all the time
Okay.
because they sweet talk the night guard.
So it's like a rule that can't
yeah,
be broken.
and other people would be like, yeah, I was on the roof yesterday, and I'd be like, how the hell are you on the roof?
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
I want to be on the roof.
Right.
So I said that to him just now. I was like, take me on the roof. Why, I can't believe I've never been on the roof. Oh, well, the Uber's here. Better go.
Yeah.
So we go to the elevator, and I just get inside, and I'm oblivious, and he presses a button, and suddenly the elevator started going up. And I was like, where are we going? He was like, we're going to the roof. And I was like, haha, okay, funny. But the elevator keeps going up. Our building's only 3 stories. I get out of the elevator, and he's walking. And I'm like, he is committed to this, to punking me.
Yeah.
Super rude.
You keep expecting him to turn around and be like, it's a big joke. I'm a big prankster.
Yeah. But then halfway up the stairs leading to the roof, he pulled out the keys to the roof.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, holy shit, we're really going to the roof. This is weird. But when I got up there, he opened the door to the roof, and he had a tripod set up with a camera and, like, pictures. And he said he had a whole speech written out, but he was so nervous that he forgot it.
Wow.
So he got down on one knee, overlooking the beautiful Murder Kruger parking lot.
Yes.
And
I'm very familiar.
Yes, because you and I were neighbors at one
Right,
point.
Yeah.
And that's when he proposed.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure people could see us from the parking lot because people started honking.
Oh, wow. That's a great story.
Yeah.
The story of love. That is wonderful.
I just thought it was, it's one of my favorites because it's so weird that I was like, never been on the roof. Like,
Yeah.
it was a perfect setup for him because
Right.
he said he was nervous. He was like, I don't know how I'm going to even get her on the roof without her thinking something's up.
So you just happened to look up at the roof and say, you know what? Like, wow.
Yeah. It's totally
You're both
weird.
on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
Same wavelength.
without even knowing it.
Yeah. Wow. So he had pictures of just, I guess, your pictures of you from the past and your relationship, and
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It was real sweet.
I always thought, yeah, that story is it tops it. I don't know if I could compete with that if I
Well,
would ever ask.
here's the
someone.
thing. As long as you show a little bit of effort, I feel
Right.
like she will appreciate that. You
Right.
know? Because to me, what meant the most was like, I love the fact that he asked me to marry him, obviously, and I had wanted him to do that for a while. But what really surprised me was the effort he took. Like, he had to make arrangements with the landlady, and he had to rent a special lens from a camera dealership.
Sure.
Yeah, because he wanted.
Well, it goes into more than just, oh, I'm going to just get a card and give it to you and then ask, will you marry me?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if you want to get married, that's great. But yeah, it goes into, hey, I really care about this person. Let's go to the roof.
totally. And everyone's different. Like, my parents got married on their lunch hour, on my mom's lunch hour, and they've been married for like 300 years.
Wow.
38, I think.
38 years on the lunch hour.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like a whim, but to her, getting married was more important than having a wedding and like all this fancy stuff. So my dad just showed up and was like, hey, you busy? You want to get married? Let's do this.
Well, that's another great way to ask someone to marry you. Just do it. Just get it over with. Just
Yeah.
say, hey, I'm more concerned about spending the rest of my life with you. I'm
Totally.
not too concerned about this moment. But
Totally.
yeah, that's interesting. I always thought, would I get married and if I went to Las Vegas? I think if I found the person, I would do that.
Yeah, on a
Alien
whim.
Bob in chat asked if I was married. I do not have a wife.
You're married to the swappin'.
I'm married to the swap shop. That's my busy full-time primetime gig.
Yeah, totally.
That's it. If you have anybody you would like to propose to, or you have any thoughts or comments, give us a call at 413-961-4263.
You know, we share a lot of the same viewers.
Right.
I want to know how they were proposed to.
Yeah, if you're married out there, let's hear your proposal story.
And then we'll rate them.
That's right.
Everything's a competition. So
Yeah.
I don't know why it turns out.
It turns into a game. And someone has the best proposal story. Right now, it's Solly because I have not been proposed to or proposed.
Right, but you know who might beat me?
Who's that?
Doc, who works on my show.
Oh, yes, yeah.
He tied his ring around his cat's neck and then just let Bernie the cat go be free until she noticed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a risky move because
I
what if
don't-
the cat just says, I don't want this anymore, and it gets it off somehow?
Yeah, Batcat would eat it, and then we'd never see that ring again
So
because of
Batcat,
that automatic litter box.
and actually before I get to Batcat, I wanted to ask, what if the woman in the relationship wants to propose to the man? I mean, they should do it,
Go
right?
for it.
Do it, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I think would be important is if someone you truly love someone, you should just propose.
Do you know the singer Pink?
Yes.
She proposed to her husband. He's like a motocross legend. And she stood at the finish line at one of his races with a poster board that said, "Will you marry me?"
Oh, wow.
I think that's wonderful.
That is. That's
Yeah.
great. She knew what she wanted, and she said, I'm ready, and here's the time.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
great. That is really great. Batcat, you're a cat.
My lovely
Have you talked
cat.
about Batcat on...
We've mentioned him.
Okay, so fans will know who
Yes.
Batcat is, but my familiarity with Batcat is his name is Batman.
Uh-huh.
He was owned by Alan, who works on our end, and Alan just became a bad owner and no longer could take care of him.
Don't say that.
Well, Alan's not watching, so we can say
Oh, okay.
he's
okay.
he's busy. He's at lunch. Or
Alan
something.
was a dummy for giving up such an awesome cat.
Right. He gave up the cat. He said he couldn't take care of it. I think it was because he was moving into a place that didn't allow them.
With you, right?
No, he didn't live with me. I don't know where he was going. Oh, there's another Zach. There's a
Oh,
lot of Zachs. Not with Zach Crane either, but another Zach.
I thought Alan. I've lived a lie.
Yeah,
For the
it
past
was-
5 years, I
I've-
thought you and Alan Studman lived together.
I've always been a single liver.
Good
I love
for
to live
you.
by myself.
It's nice, right?
Right. Oh, it's great.
Walk around naked.
Oh, yeah. Every day I get home from work, that's the first thing that happens.
Disrobe.
Take off my clothes and sit down. Especially in the hot months. Right now it's hot.
Oh,
I come home,
God.
I get hot. I take off my clothes and sit on the couch and just watch something or I talk to my pets.
Where are you living now?
I live in Candler Park by Little Five Points.
Do you have an apartment or is it like a standalone
It's
unit?
a duplex.
Okay.
So
So it's not as hot.
no, it's
So
great. No one's
jealous.
above me or underneath me, so I can just dance. And if I get hot from dancing, that's when I disrobe.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of if you have to be naked in your home in your own privacy, why not?
If not now, when?
Right, exactly. I'm comfortable in my skin.
If you're listening out there at home, take off all your clothes.
Most definitely. Another question about Batman. So how is Batman? Do you have any stories?
He's
that
great. He's about 15 pounds too heavy. He's
Okay.
actually lost weight. He was clocking in at 22 pounds for a little while there.
Wow.
But now we've got him down to 16.
Oh, great.
One time, we accidentally locked him out the entire night.
Aw.
Yeah, we didn't notice it until we opened the door and Batcat ran in. But my neighbors took him in because they thought he was pregnant.
Aw.
So-
He's a big boy.
Yeah, because he's got such a large fupa.
So how many cups of food does he get a day?
He gets 2,
Okay.
but I think we double feed him. Like, I think he tries to tell my
Sometimes,
husband that
yes.
I haven't fed him and vice versa.
Yeah.
And sometimes he'll just scream until we feed him.
Just meow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my cat does that too, and he has a pretty big belly. It just hangs when he walks away. It just sways.
It's
back
the
and
orange
forth.
cat, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I love that cat.
Call
What's that cat's
from
name?
Champ. He's my little sunshine boy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Sunshine Boy.
Hello, welcome to the William Street Swap Shop. You're on live with Sally and myself. Welcome. It's a wonderful
Oh.
Wednesday.
Hello.
Hi. Who is this? Who is this?
This is Antonio.
Antonio?
Antonio.
Oh,
It's a
Antonio.
weird name.
Oh, it's okay. Is that
Yeah.
your real name?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, without the ERT.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
That is a cool
Huh.
name.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great. You have a great name to use. Not only is it, for a real name, but also a great name for chat because it sounds like a character from like a Game of Thrones or
Totally.
sci-fi.
Totally. From the Vale. Yeah.
Right, yeah. So, welcome to the show. What's on your mind?
Well, I really enjoy this show. I've been watching it for 3 days,
Oh, great.
I think.
Well, great. Thank you for watching. I hope you watch all of our live stream shows. Are you familiar with Sally's show?
Yes. I missed it today. Sadly,
What you missed?
I woke up
you do?
late.
Sounds like you missed a good
We're pretty
episode.
early.
Breaking coconuts. That's
Yeah. It
A lot
starts
of
working at
danger,
3 in the morning.
a lot of risk involved when I watch people
Yeah.
hit them.
Well, I mean, I'm actually pretty delayed in the show, so where I'm watching, it's really far off. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
That's
can't
okay.
really.
Well, right now
I can't
we'll
really.
catch you up. We've just talked about proposal stories. Have you ever proposed to
Oh,
someone?
yeah. No.
Would you?
If I found the right girl, I mean, I'm really young.
Smart plan.
Right. If
I'm
you
18. I'm
Oh.
not ready to get
Oh.
married yet.
yeah.
Yeah, 18's you're a teensy tiny
Give it some
baby.
years.
I'm still a baby, okay?
That's right. Give it some years. You don't have to get married yet. No big deal.
Yeah.
If you want to get married in a few more years, though, maybe then it's
Okay.
something you
Next
could
year will be okay. I'll be an adult.
19, you can do it. Even if you wanted to do it at 18, when I was 18, I wanted to get married. I wanted to be a dad for a while. Now I'm like,
What, Dad?
yeah, I wanted to be a dad. I thought it'd be great to raise kids. Here's how I think, and I'm going to teach you how to be a better person.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So what's on your mind? We're actually going to segue now. It's great to have you call in because I don't know if you're familiar with other Wonderful Wednesdays, but we always work on art or create something. And today, Sally and I are going to work on decorating little personal cakes.
Yes.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
really
We
nice.
haven't talked about it, but they've been sitting here in front of me, and the smell has been coming over. I said, I want to make this cake, and I want to eat it. I
Very
love
potent.
sweets.
Before we do that,
Right.
I have a gift for you, Zach.
Oh, great.
I wanted to thank you,
You didn't
for
have to get me anything.
invite.
What?
Well, no, I feel like you're graciously inviting me into your house. So
Oh.
as you're such an amazing host, I wanted to get you something.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Should I open it now?
Yeah.
Okay, open it on air. I love the way this is done with the red paper. I'll leave it intact for
Thanks.
future gifts.
Go dogs.
Oh, absolutely. UGA.
It just is a coincidence, but
My,
you can reuse the paper.
And it's the thin paper, you know you're getting a good gift. And this is a real treat. No one has gotten me any gifts in a long time. Thank you so much, Sally. Oh, what is this?
I hope you like it.
It looks... You have a ribbon around it. Oh, wow. This is great.
Oh,
It's an apron.
Wow.
I can see the cakes now. Oh my gosh, I
It's
want
an
some
apron
cake
with
now.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is wonderful.
Thanks.
I get to have this?
Yeah, that's for
Not
you.
just for today, but for
No,
future-
yeah. If you are doing future beard dyeing things, you should use it.
Well, I do like to. After today, I'm hoping to cook more at home, but this is great.
Yeah, it's.
Should I wear it now?
Yeah, I took an old Adult Swim calendar, lying around.
It's wonderful. A nice use of ingenuity and creativity.
Thank you.
And I love cats. I used to not like cats that much, but now that I have a cat, I love them very much.
I figured, you love cats, and if I have an apron, I don't want you to feel left out. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, having an apron is important, I guess, as a first step process.
Yes, that's definitely how you know you've arrived as a
Okay.
cake decorator.
I'm trying to
You
tie
gotta
it.
look the part. Do you need help?
I think I got it.
Okay,
But
let me know if you do.
I might need help.
I'm here to assist. It's beautiful.
You know, when you're alone, you're cooking something for yourself, and you're naked in your house. You can just put the apron on.
That's
right.
so true.
That's
That
right.
way, if you
Yeah.
need to answer the
Yeah.
door,
Yeah.
you
I'll
won't
say-
be indecent.
You just kind of hide behind the apron. You don't have to
Come on in. I'm naked.
speculate something.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, or if you're cooking naked, like that could be dangerous.
That's right.
There are a lot of
Well, I mean, but you got the apron to protect you there.
exactly.
I just don't want to
exactly.
damage this apron. And real quick, I'm glad, Sal, you thought of this because I am a very messy person.
That's what you were saying.
Yes,
You're saying
I am.
Just be careful, Zach, please.
I will. I promise. I just need to get my bolo tie out.
yeah, I should have next time for my next apron for
Have a
you.
little
I'll
piece.
yeah.
No,
I'll
it's great.
have the
I love
bolo
it so much.
tie.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
I once had a cupcake. It was given to me by a coworker on my birthday. It was a personal cupcake. It was about as big as, a little smaller than these cakes, maybe as big as those. And I remember I went to take a bite into it, like that. And I thought that's how you would eat it. And it had icing at the top. It was a cool cupcake. The sides were short, but it was almost like it had hair at the top, like a nice head of hair.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
bit the top. I tried to bite it like a burger, and as I bit it, the whole icing, it just flew down.
No.
My shirt, my pants. I look like a big goofball.
What color was the icing?
blue.
Oh, no.
And I was wearing a white shirt that day, so I had a blue stain on my shirt. On my
Oh,
pants,
that's horrible.
And that stuff stains,
and I had all the
too.
meetings. Has that ever happened to you, Andra?
I mean, when you're eating a curry burger and you try to hold it without the paper, the curry tends to drip a lot.
Right.
Yeah, and it's not fun when you're wearing shorts because it'll fall on your leg and burn you.
So you've had
Ooh.
it get on you, but the curry sauce has burned your leg?
Yeah, it was pretty hot actually.
Wow.
That sounds terrifying.
Usually it only happens with me with sweets. I
Oh,
find popsicles, as I was saying with the coconut, it gets on my hands. I found that popsicles, anything with icing, anything that can be spread, it gets on my clothes, and I think, oh, I'll stop it, I'll wash it out, and I rub it and it just smears it.
Everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips on how
Aprons.
to aprons?
Aprons?
And that's what we have? We
Yeah.
have an apron.
I solved for your problem.
That's right. Are you a fan of baking at home?
I've snickerdoodles.
Oh.
Let's see, chocolate chip, but I don't like them soft. They have to be hard
Oh,
cookies.
see, I like soft,
Me
chewy,
too.
chewy kind.
Totally.
I don't like chewy. I grew up with hard cookies, and unless it has a lot of chocolate, that's really good.
Ah, well, yeah, see, chocolates, I like chocolate, but I like the chewy dough. I think I'm more of a dough boy
Completely
than
agree.
a chocolate chip boy.
I agree completely, yes.
I understand.
That's okay.
Different folks, different strokes.
That's right. Well, thank you so much for your call. We're going to start decorating, but we appreciate you calling in.
All
and being
right.
a fan, so thank you, and keep watching, please.
See you guys later. It was wonderful
Thank
speaking to you.
It was wonderful for us, too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you later.
He's so nice.
He was.
Have you ever had anyone call up and say, like, have you ever had anyone less than 100% chill call you up?
No, not really. No, I think one of our best. That's a big shout out to people who watch us.
Totally,
on the Adult Swim stream.
totally.
I think a few people have called in and played characters.
Yeah.
And were silly, but in the end, I think we won them over with our kindness.
I think that's amazing, and I think that's wonderful, and I think that's important. So
Thank
good for you, Zach.
Thank you. Real quick before we get into baking these, I want to ask, what's your favorite, favorite thing to bake, and it's a two-part question, the favorite baked item you've ever eaten? Or if you had to go to a bakery, it's what makes it the best treat?
The best treat I've ever had. I like cheesecake. I'm a big
Okay.
cheesecake fan. Can't get enough of it.
Right.
And then as far as things that I like to bake, I just like to bake. I like to bake cupcakes for people I work with.
I've had your cupcakes. I've seen them around. When you have a cupcake, it's a real treat. We used to have a thing called Bagel Friday where we get bagels. No longer that. Now I'm really looking forward to the cupcakes. They're not every Friday, but when we get cupcakes, it's
I'll try to be a little more disciplined in my
we
baking.
should be, as your coworkers, we should be more encouraging by saying, hey, we're going to buy all the materials. We're going to bake. We'll come over and help you bake if you need any help. Put together a big crew and just make cupcakes.
Well, I don't know if you know this, Zach. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but we have Bagel Friday of sorts on our end of the
really?
office.
No, I didn't know that.
We have Pastry Friday.
Oh, see, on our end, it's more of it's been done. I work on the production side on air, and I need to start venturing down more often.
Yeah.
Maybe now that I co-host the show.
Totally.
I can say, hey, I'm a part of this team, but I don't
You
want to
earned a
break in and-
pastry. No, I don't think anyone would knock it out of your
Okay,
hands.
great. Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I'll see you Friday morning.
Thank you. So cheesecakes, I like croissants. I recently just found out about
Mm.
croissants about a few months ago.
Have you had the cronut?
No.
It's a croissant donut.
I
It's like a
have
deep
not.
fried croissant.
No, I never really ventured out with treats. Now that I'm growing up and getting older, I'll say, let me try this new treat, and I'll go to get a croissant. And I eat it, and it's flaky, it gets all over me, but the inside is so tasty.
It's warm.
Right.
It's buttery.
There's a chocolate croissant I recently
Ah.
found. It's delightful. And people do this when they talk about food,
Yes.
and I'd have to say that's how it was. It was delightful.
Well, this is gonna make you real happy. We have those chocolate croissants
Oof.
on Pastry Friday.
I think I know where they are coming from too, and that's the place I go to.
Oh man.
Yeah, those are the best treats. And then I recently started watching the Great British Baking Show. Where
So
they bake
good.
Items.
So
They're
good.
so nice to each other.
I love that.
It's in the vein of what I want to be.
Yes.
Um,
Encouraging.
Right.
Martha, the 17-year-old girl,
Yes, she was great.
killing it.
She was great.
Yes.
Hello, we have it's a quick call, a quick person ready to get on the phone. Hello, welcome to the William Street Swap Shop. It's a wonderful Wednesday. You're on live with Sally and me, Zach.
I don't know if they're still.
Oh, they hung up.
Oh.
I heard it sounded like Visk because I think he wanted to call in and tell his proposal story. I saw
Oh,
in our streaming chat.
how lovely.
Right. But he that's okay.
Call from
He's probably calling back.
Visk from the chat room.
Visk from the chat room.
to accept, press 1.
We're accepting the collect. Press 1. Visk, what's going
Hello?
on?
Oh, you know it was me.
Yeah, I heard your name real quick on air. It's okay though. I should have pretended I just knew. I was like, we're on that same wavelength.
I see.
So.
Well, happy wonderful Wednesday to you.
Well, thank you.
Thank
Happy
you.
wonderful Wednesday as well. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm here a little late, unfortunately, today. The one day I slept in, unfortunately. But I heard my 2 favorite shows were putting together at work today, and I had to feel like calling in.
Thank you. Your
Aw,
2 favorite shows.
Thank you.
That's a great compliment.
That
Thank you,
is really
Visk.
nice to hear.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we're baking cakes. Look, or we had already baked cakes, but we're decorating them.
It's true.
Yeah, and they look wonderful.
They do, don't they?
Don't they?
They're ready to be decorated. Solid. Should we start decorating them while Visk
Yeah,
talks? And
totally.
Solid, the reason I brought up the Great British Baking Show is because I am like some of those characters on the show. I don't know anything about this, so I'm gonna follow your lead. And
Well, don't you worry. The good news is there's no way to screw this up because
Okay.
at the end of the day, you get a delicious and tasty cake.
That's right. Thank you.
I'm going to use this multicolored icing because I think it creates a cool effect when it's all mixed
Okay.
together.
Should I make one with just this white, plain, boring icing?
It is up to you.
Okay.
You are the creator.
I'm going to do the white icing on the sides.
Oh, smart.
What kind of cake are these, by the way?
Yellow cake.
Yellow cake. It's the best.
Do you work on Squidbillies at all, Zach?
Yes.
Do you know that?
Yeah, the yellow.
cake.
It was the agent, like the chemical, right?
Yeah.
So Visk, while we're decorating this, I believe you said in the chat you had a story.
Well, yeah, I heard you were talking about proposals
Right.
today with Sally.
Sally told us
And
your
not too long
story.
ago, I did something very similar with my little lady.
You
Okay.
did. Congrats.
Because you're
Well,
getting married.
you guys
this
knew about
June.
my wedding. You're the only two
Connecticut.
shows I send invites to.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm still planning on trying to make it up.
Oh, if you go, I'll go.
I'm gonna try and go up there for Visk. I promise.
All right, sweet.
June wedding.
But,
We'll make the hangover. At the end, I'll show you all the pictures of all the funny stuff we did the night before.
We should throw Visk a bachelor party.
That would be
You and
great.
me. All right.
We'll decorate cakes.
Sorry, Visk. I keep cutting you off
Yeah.
with brilliant ideas and celebration
problem.
of you.
But when I was in college, I had connections from my own photo major products at the New England Aquarium of Boston. And during that time, one person I know who was the head exhibitor of the giant tank there moved to Baltimore to work at the National Aquarium,
Okay.
who became in charge of the shark tank there.
This already sounds amazing. So.
Well, I couldn't do everything I wanted to do at first, so I had to work with what I had been given me.
Uh-huh.
But originally, I wanted to have like a fake severed hand with a ring on top of it attached to it, asking her a question on it. But they were worried the sharks would eat it.
Okay, yeah, that would be a bad thing.
Yes.
So then there goes all that money that you
Yes.
into that shark mouth.
Don't feed the
Yeah, the custom ring would have been bad to lose.
Yes. Oh, custom ring.
Ooh, this is good
stepping
icing.
it up. This icing's the best.
I just dipped
But,
my finger, and it was tasty. You keep going. Sorry, Vic.
Yeah, it was a custom gold. It was a custom gold ring with an amber with a spider instead of it, per her request to the letter.
That's amazing. I've never heard of that. That's really cool.
So you.
Well, she's a very unique person. That's why I love her so much.
Well, and it represents your love.
That's right.
Because you will both spend eternity in love the way that Spider will spend eternity in the amber.
That's like the Jurassic. It makes me think of Jurassic Park with the mosquito
100%.
and the amber.
100%. And you could extract that spider's DNA.
That's right.
Should you ever need to.
And fortunately for me, it was also a jumping spider, which is my favorite kind of spider as it happens.
That's right. 30 years from now, when everything is extinct, they'll be able to bring that spider back. And
yeah. Oh
the
my God,
DNA.
Visk, your
That's
love
a
could
sci-fi
save.
film on your hands.
Yeah, you could save humanity with this ring.
You don't want that.
Well, the spider could.
But back on the proposal part, since I couldn't do the fake arm in the tank, I had one of the divers hold up a sign asking her to marry me, which ended up being a cutting board, I found out.
Aw. Oh, really? Like for the animals?
Yeah, it was a cutting board from the kitchen with signs printed on it, it looks like, and we kept the sign hanging in our studio room.
I think that's lovely.
So how did she respond?
She kind of got really shocked and cried a little and said yes.
Good.
Aw.
The crying is important. You always want to
I did it to make sure everything was going by properly, so I actually had to leave her for a few minutes to make sure everyone was doing things properly. I had to lie and say I got a call from Mom asking me to borrow money from her, or from me, so I had to
So I walked away for a few minutes and it worked.
There's a lot of deceit that goes into proposals.
That's right, you
Like my
gotta
friend
lie.
Kelly.
I've learned that.
I learned that Haney had to call and be like, "Hey Kelly, you got to cancel." So
I'm asking, wow.
yeah, there's a lot of there, but it's good deception. It's not like Beyonce Jay-Z deception.
Oof, yeah.
No. It's a nice kind. It's honest deception.
Yes, an honest deception.
That's right.
That's a good name for like a Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Honest deception.
Hey, this is Liam Neeson. Don't go to dinner with Sally. I'm going to ask her to marry me. But then on the way, he has to fight in action. So. Look, Sally's cake looks great, by the way. If you're just now joining us, we're
Thank
decorating
you.
cakes. It's a cake update.
I'm gonna show you something that's gonna blow your mind.
Okay.
So welcome to the future. They make pre-canned icing.
Wow.
I bought this for something. I forget what it was, but obviously we didn't use it for that. So now we just have
It's
it
like
lying
cheese
around.
except icing.
It's easy cheese icing. That's exactly what it is.
Were you ever a fan of that, Sally or Visk, eating the cheese out of the little container there on crackers and whatnot?
No.
Oh, I love that
I
stuff
used to,
when I was
yeah,
in college.
that was growing up. I loved having that. But I had siblings. We would eat. It would be done in an hour.
Really?
Yeah, and I always got jealous because they got more than I did.
Yeah. That's an issue when you
Wow,
have
that
siblings.
looks beautiful, Sally.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Then we'll just.
I don't even think my cake is.
I meant to ask you as well. You may have already covered it before I came in, but what kind of cake did you have for your wedding, Sally?
I had donuts arranged by one Starfany Lennox. Yeah, this is actually interesting.
Okay, let's
So
hear it. Yeah.
Starfany, who works on your show.
Yes. Who's working right now?
Yeah, I see her. Hey!
Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie.
She sort of art directed my entire wedding.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
'cause
didn't know that.
Yeah, she made sure the balloons looked legit, and she laid out all the donuts. She did a good ass job too.
Wow.
So here's to you,
Yeah.
Stephanie.
The pictures I saw when you came back were amazingly good for that. So, oh, by the way, hi, Steph.
She says hello.
She smiled and said hi.
Well, thanks. I can't wait for you to get married because it's the most fun thing in the whole wide world. Try that.
It's a
Oh,
celebration.
I can't wait for that.
Thank you.
We're hoping to make a Godzilla-themed cake where it's a layer cake with destroyed buildings in the bottom and Godzilla and Mothra sitting on top of it.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That sounds amazing.
That's gonna be too scary though. For some, if I go, I'm gonna be scared. I'm gonna say, "Don't." There's a Godzilla cake over there.
You're doing real well, Zach.
Well, the toppers are only a few inches tall. She made them herself.
It's it's an eye.
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
Watching
see? You can kind of tilt it this way.
I'm watching you.
I'm
eat this
always
cake.
watching.
That's what it means. But now what I saw Sally do, I kind of want to do
Yeah.
the sides.
Well, this is also a cool trick that I wanted to show you.
Oh, sure.
This tool is a cool way to mess with icing.
It's like a puzzle piece.
Exactly, and you just drag it along, and it will influence the texture of the side.
Oh, wow.
See? I
I
got
see-
a
I
bunch
do
of cool
see.
little tips and tricks in here.
So did you pick these up as you go, or is this something that were handed down to you?
All of these accessories.
Yeah.
I think my mother-in-law got wind that I liked baking. Now every gift is a baking gift, and I love it.
Okay.
So all of these come from her. Here you go. You and me.
Well, it goes with the theme today, talking about love,
Yeah.
and happiness, and cakes.
I just got some on my nose, I think. That cake is beautiful, though.
Thank you. I'm sorry if I used up some of your icing.
No,
know it's not as
I want you
beautiful
to,
as
or
yours,
else
but-
tonight when I'm watching The Real Housewives, I'll just be shoveling it into my mouth, and nobody wants that. Do you want? Oh,
We gotta put eyeballs.
your cake has an eye on it.
I saw it.
I happen to have some eyeballs right
We
here.
put little eyeballs on it. I'm going nuts.
Yeah,
This is great. Are these edible?
totally,
Can
100%.
I eat one now?
Yes, you can. What does it taste like?
Sugary. It's good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna eat all of these eyeballs.
these are because my husband really likes soccer, so I'm gonna put some soccer
Oh, cool.
on here. Yeah, that one's different. Why is that one different? Is that weird to you? It's like,
Yeah, kinda. It's like that one. They had to make 24, but they only had 23, and they
Yeah, it's
ran out
kinda-
of printing. So
why'd
they
they do that? It's kind of weird. It's
printed
okay.
it on that. Visk, are you still with us?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great. What's your favorite baked treat to eat?
Baked goods. It's probably the person making our wedding cake. She has a bakery in town, which is award-winning, and she makes everything I eat for baked goods, whether it be cupcakes or chocolate cake or coffee cake or salted caramels or cheesecake or chocolate pie, etc.
You do a lot of sweet eating,
treats.
Visk.
A lot of treats.
I'm into it.
I got a big sweet tooth. I have I had 9 cavities once.
Really?
Yes. As a college,
At
not
once
as a young
or
boy. At once.
overall?
At once. If you look into my
Wow.
mouth, it's all fillings.
Good,
and I'm
though.
missing 5 teeth. Well, 3 wisdom teeth and 2 real teeth. These are things I'm
They're
not
just,
afraid to
They're just
admit.
missing?
Yeah.
Just straight up left one night?
I could open my mouth, but I don't want to gross people out. Oh, now I got icing on my glove, and now I got on my.
Yeah, I need apron gloves. Glove aprons.
I have my wisdom teeth grew in, and they grew into my molars.
Oh,
And
impacted.
They impacted them, and it was too late to save them, so they had to pull all my 3 wisdom teeth out and 2 of my molars, all at once.
Why do wisdom teeth do that?
I was
Is
really
there
upset.
a purpose for
don't-
wisdom teeth?
I'm not sure. I'm not
Like an
sure. And it was
Evolutionary purpose?
Well, originally the human jaw was actually a lot bigger. Then, as we evolved to our current state, apparently we didn't have a need for them, so we just,
There you go.
they don't have a purpose.
that makes sense.
This is one thing I love about doing these shows is like I'll just ask a question, I'll pose it to the ether,
and people will know.
and somebody
Yeah.
knows the answer.
And I accept it as 100%
yeah,
true.
that sounds right to me.
Quicker than the internet Googling it.
Yeah, visking.
Yeah, Visket.
Yeah.
Ask Visk, like Ask Jeeves.
Yeah.
Ask Visk.
And having them taken out is a rotten experience, as I can attest.
Yeah.
Yeah, not great.
I waited so long that my it was painful, causing me pain every day, and I said these teeth have got to go.
They gotta go.
Did they knock you out for it, or did they just give you some gas and anesthesia?
They put me to sleep for it. I woke up and they were gone. It was
Nice.
great. It was
Okay, you were the lucky one.
yes. But it healed pretty quickly. But now when I eat food, I don't have my back 2 teeth to crush it.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that, but it does kind of affect your eating patterns.
Yeah.
Oh wow, there's a cavity there. Not a cavity like a bad thing, but like a cavity like an absence.
See, you can see my back.
Yeah, that's what we had when I lost mine too, or had mine pulled.
Yeah. It's an unfortunate experience, but now it doesn't stop me from eating sweets. So I'm gonna keep eating sweets because those are wisdom teeth related, not from. All my other teeth have fillings, so I just keep going with it.
Well, once your teeth are bionic, there's no need to
Right.
turn back.
Right. And now they're strong.
Yeah,
They're
your
adult,
teeth
they're
are
fully
shielded
grown.
now.
That's right. Thank you, Visk. And thank you for your call. Unfortunately, we do have to wrap it up. So, but
Good
we always
talking to you.
appreciate
Totally
you calling
understand.
in, and thank you for sharing your story. It sounds like you found the love of your life, and we
Yes.
are so happy. I got
But
something in my throat.
Thanks
I'm
for taking
sorry.
the call, guys.
Thank you, Visk.
Thanks, Fisk.
Have a good day.
Thanks
too.
you too. I gotta. I shouldn't have opened my mouth and shown my teeth off. That's the payment I get. I got
No.
a piece of dust in my mouth.
Oh,
Now
the
my
worst.
eyes are tearing up.
It's just Fisk's story touched
Yeah, I
you
think-
so much.
It's so touching. People are in love.
When was the last time you cried?
A few weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was about my. I had a talk with my girlfriend about things, and we cried.
Good.
And
Cathartic.
Yeah, and then I cried watching a movie, Room. Have you seen Room?
The Room or Room?
A Room.
Oh, Room.
Alison
Oh.
Brie in the Room.
Oh, with Brie Larson.
Or Brie Larson. Not Alison
Yeah,
Brie,
no,
sorry.
I haven't, but I need to watch it.
Yeah,
I've heard it's
a
very good.
tearjerker, yeah.
Yes.
And well, we're gonna wrap it up, but Sally, you have any last words that you'd like to say?
I just want to say thank you so much for having me.
You're
It was
welcome.
so fun to be here.
Absolutely. I had so many questions for you that I didn't get to, and that means it was a good interview because we just naturally spoke and had a great synergy.
Good.
Yes. And you're welcome on anytime, and I'd love to make more baked treats
Your
with
cake
you.
looks great.
Thank you. Your cake takes the cake.
My cake looks normal. Your cake looks like an art project, and I'm into that.
Earlier in the chat, someone on our Adult Swim streaming site said Sally is the cake boss. And
Oh.
I think you are. You win. Me, they would disqualify me. And that's all the time we have for today. But thank you so much for joining us. It's been a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And thank you very much, Sally. I couldn't have done today without you, and I appreciate you coming on the show and hanging out.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for the cake. I can't wait to eat it, or at
Of
least
course.
give it to someone and watch them
Of
eat it.
course.
And yeah, and thank you for watching us. It's always a pleasure to have you, and we will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. and watch Stupid Morning Bullshit. I'm going to say it, the full title, tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Thank you, Zach.
You're welcome, and thank you for watching us. Have a great day.